Zile and this is Clueless with LMZ. So guys, today we're going to be doing like a little introductory thing just so that people can know a little bit more about Clueless, a little bit more about who's in Clueless and what Clueless is about. So yeah, let us jump right into it with starting with Lulu.
Hi, my name is Lulu. It's not a name, it's my nickname. My full name is Lulama. I am a homeschooling teen. With my free time, I know I'm jumping, but in my free time, I like to study or research random topics as well as read into philosophy. I'm also getting into digital marketing. I'm not great at introducing myself. That's I'm gonna hop into like I'm reading a list. But one of the reasons I started Clueless with these two was honestly we had a conversation. One of the things we're having conversations. Like this is the type of conversations you wanna hear, right? It's not the conversations you normally have. Mm-hmm. And it was touchy. Like first time, even how we met, we were basically strangers and we became friends, and then we jumped heavy into our conversations and we got to know each other and our views and our perspectives pretty quickly. And even though we have three different views, three different ways of seeing the world, we still find a way to collaborate and make a good space out of that. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to share that, or I wanted to share that, and also, just having relatable content out there, mm-hmm. Plus something in my free time. Plus also we're later on in our stages also planning to have guests, have chats with friends, just people from different points in life. Interact with people basically. We also want to have a group chat, maybe Discord, something, just having a group of people who like to talk about such things, like to gain knowledge and share, and also respecting other people's opinions and while we're not here to attack, we're not here to push whatever is through or whoever is through, just to vibe and have a good space basically.
I like that intro. I really did. Yes, your sister, you covered all the bases in no order at all, but it made sense.
At least I tried. I'm not great, but I think
no, it's a good intro.
Thanks.
So next up is Michelle.
So my name is Michelle Nomtana Zumumado. I am 20 years old. I'm the oldest in the group. So basically, I'm just a very opinionated person. I love speaking my truth. I love sharing my views. And I also love hearing from other people, getting perspective on how other people see the world. So the main reason I joined Clueless with Zile and Lou was because, I wanted to express my views, gain knowledge, empower youth. I feel like as the youth, we have a lot of potential. We just need that push.
Yeah.
So we can be in power.
Yeah, makes sense.
Take control. The camera. And to take control. So I am here just to express, to learn, to teach, and for the vibes, man.
Definitely. It's a little spark.
Nice. Michelle being the mother of our group, as she likes to call us.
Literally the mother.
So, I'm Zile. I'm 16 going on. Guys, I'm turning 17 next week.
So you're 17 then.
I'm Zile. I'm 17. A little bit about me. I like to read.
Obsessed. Please use the correct word.
Continue.
Tanti, every time she's reading a book or she's texting wifey, one of the two. Anyway, sorry to introduce.
Sorry to put your business out
there.
So
I like books. I like reading. I like music, but one of the reasons I got into reading was because I didn't feel like I had my own kind of people that I could connect with,
Yeah.
So as much as I liked reading, I think I would have liked that balance of going into reading from a point of wanting to learn instead of a point of loneliness.
Escaping your loneliness.
Yeah. So one of the reasons that I wanted to create the space of Clueless was to become that place of safety that I did not have.
Yeah.
That I couldn't find.
Because you look around, and then that's how you fall into the loop of fake friends and people who really don't care about you because you're just there to find somebody.
Exactly. Yeah. So one of my goals with Clueless is to connect with people, you know,
And like
to
create a
learn from
safe
people, to teach people, because I've learned a lot from my friends that I have, you know.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from people that I interact with, you know. But I want to learn on a deeper scale with support, you know, because you just learn from watching, but there's always more depth to it, you know. So I want to learn from a deeper scale. I want to teach people, you know, because I see people struggling out there a lot. I've been told that I'm very responsive, I guess, but I feel like if I can help people, even if it's one person in the world, you know, it's something that I want to give a shot, you know. And I feel like, yeah, that's basically
I feel like,
about
don't
it.
you feel like, because we have like different, you know, when you have an opinion, né? And you believe strongly in that opinion, and you have facts on it, you know, but because you don't get other people's opinions, you can never like compromise or reconsider what you believe, because you don't have the knowledge of
perspective. Wait, that also leads into perspective. The one basis that I've led, like for the past couple of years, or how I move on in my life, is perspective. And when you're, maybe not say arguing, when you're talking to somebody, or you know, making a point, right? Majority, or most of the time, what happens is you're not speaking with a broad view. You're not speaking from. You're only speaking from yourself, you know, and obviously that's the only thing you can do. But if you speak about how you see the world, you're speaking your own things. It's like you're telling a story. It's not
learning.
Learning from other people,
getting
being open-minded is very important.
For sure.
And it's not even the thing of, most people get that confused, being that everybody sees the same thing but sees different. Everybody sees, like, there's an apple on the ground, there's 5 people, but then one person will say a banana, what, but it's all an apple. It's not like that. It's kind of like there's an apple in the ground, but everyone is not going to see the whole apple.
Yeah, it's about the angles. You in order to get the full picture, you have to hear from a lot of people.
Everyone,
because you're only seeing the front of the apple. You don't see the back. You can't see the side. You can't see the top. You just see what you see.
So everybody thinks that when a person talks about perspective and they're saying, no, I have perspective, it's not that there's an apple and then one person is going to say it's a banana, one person is going to say a pear.
No, it's not that drastic. I feel like it's in the details. It's that small little thing. When you're playing telephone, it's that one word that F's up the whole sentence. You know.
So it's not like it's the same thing, yet everybody sees different things. Yes, there's those few that see a different thing, that see beyond us, because maybe they're not just seeing the apple, they're seeing inside the apple.
They're seeing the ground, they're seeing the grass, they're seeing the tree that the apple fell from. Yeah, the detail in it.
But end of the day, to you, that's an apple.
True. Yeah, and you see everything. When you look at a picture, someone sees a flower, someone sees the dog first. So it's all about
like the psychologists in psychology with the splattered ink, and they're like, see what you see in this. I find that so fascinating.
The human brain is interesting as fuck,
because I could see it in this way and she would see a totally different
story. When you hear someone say something, one thing,
it was like with literature, you know, when we do those poems and then you discuss, so you know, the detail and everything else about the poem, people see it differently.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
You know, because it could be a situation where maybe, I don't know, they're speaking about a black cat.
Yeah.
You know? One person will say, maybe I see witchcraft, I see, you know, bad things, whatever. And then someone else may see it as maybe like it's black, but I don't know, it's like power, something like that.
Yeah,
how it's like different.
The different perspectives, you know. So it's also a thing of, with Clueless, that's what I hope to bring and to help people understand and to find like-minded people. Is that I want Clueless to be a place where we can look at all different perspectives, whether we disagree with them, whether we agree with them, in a respectful manner, you know. Because as much as I don't agree with your agreement, I'm not going to
like disrespect you.
My one problem,
not necessarily,
is people who are closed-minded. I understand not having,
you know, a person that's closed-minded lacks respect.
No, listen, I understand not having. I agree with that.
It does.
But then when you are closed-minded, for instance, you grew up with something, that's all you knew, that's all you, no one can blame you that you're so deep-seated in it, right? But then when you're provided with further knowledge and other perspectives and you deny it, you're like, no, fuck that, what I know is right. That's my problem.
I understand that. And then at the same time, you can also look at it from the angle of they're afraid of learning more.
Nah,
because people are
afraid of change.
Not even that. People are very comfortable.
No, people aren't willing to learn.
They're not. And it's sometimes I can say it's a choice, sometimes it's not. It's really, it's circumstance. But some people out there just don't wanna, and that's your choice, but that's your life. Unless it affects other people.
It has affect your environment somehow.
That is where my personal issue starts with people. When your opinion starts hurting people.
Yeah. Like your opinion, if you just, that's how you see it, like for instance, somebody doesn't agree with LGBTQ, right? You go about, maybe you'll distance yourself from them, it's fine. But if you're a manager at work, then somebody gay comes in, and you're like, nah, people. Then now you're going to take the job away from them. Even if they're qualified to have it, that's when your opinions now affect other people.
Exactly. That's where I start feeling a bit on the defense, I guess, you know. That's why I start clashing with people. But with Clueless, I want to be able to speak with a person like that, understand why they see it like that. Because as much as it's close-minded and I'm open-minded, I grew up open-minded.
Yeah, it's hard for me when I'm arguing to somebody or with somebody, when I'm arguing with somebody, and whatever they are saying is hurtful or it just doesn't make any sense or it's pissing me off or whatever. I can't form an opinion. I can't form a solid, like, I don't like this person because they said this and this and that. I think, maybe when they were younger, somebody whispered in their ear. So I can't blame you necessarily. I need to know the whole story in order to judge, or I try to. I really try to, because I feel like it's not fair to see it from a side and you're only seeing one side of the apple. You know, you need to see the whole one to have a fair judgment.
No, I feel like personally, you have a fair judgment from your perspective, right? But because of your fair judgment from your perspective, people tend to close off ever wanting to see the other perspective. Whatever feelings you have are valid. They're valid, right? But as valid as those feelings are, in parallel, you've got to understand that you don't know what happens in the background of a person.
Yeah. When somebody's mad and they piss you off, they push you, probably they're getting beat up at home. You don't know
exactly.
But my problem is, even though you're affected, something's happening to you, you're in pain, and you want to see everybody in pain. Once you're conscious, once you're self-aware that I'm doing this because I'm hurt, and you still go on to hurt other people, it's a choice. You chose not to heal.
True.
If you don't know why you're being rude.
No, I feel like at that point...
But I said circumstance.
It is circumstance as well, but at that point, you're doing it out of a place. It turns into doing it out of a place of malintent from the hurt. It still hurts at the end of the day, but now it's formed because emotions evolve, they form, you know. So once you're aware of it and you still do something toxic, knowing that it's hurting people, knowing that it's hurting you, at that point you're hurting yourself on purpose. It's choiceful.
So do you think that people choose not to heal?
It depends. If you know that there's a problem, if you know, my mother did this and this and this to me when I was 5, and it's affected me till and you know that, okay, that problem caused me to, okay, she beat me, I'm gonna beat you. That's what I've learned. You know that's a problem. You know that you can go and get help. You know that you can change. You know, you take them and you just choose to ignore it.
But firstly, there are some people that don't do therapy. They don't believe in it. They don't. Some people just prefer.
It's not even about therapy.
Just keeping things
even before
to
therapy
themselves
was a thing, right? You talk to your friends, you talk to yourself, you write in the book. These other ways.
How many times has a friend came up to you and be like, "Listen, I am going through it." Tell you some deep-ish. And they tell you from the start to the end, and they be like, "Please, I'm going through it. I don't know if it's advice that the person needs," and they ask for advice. What's the first thing you're gonna say to them?
Me.
Mm.
If they're coming to me, then they ask for my advice.
Yes. What's the first thing you're gonna say to? I don't know if it's encouragement or it's like, what is it called?
For me, my first move, I'd probably validate their feelings. With me, I don't necessarily.
Exactly.
Don't know.
You would validate, as in you'd be like that is like so
Like,
hard
I
on you.
understand
That's
why you feel
difficult.
this way. It was
Yes.
pretty shitty what
Exactly.
happened. Listen.
What were you gonna say? No. Wait. You'll continue. What were you gonna say?
Personally, for me, it depends on circumstances.
No, let's say I come and I tell you my whole indaba,
Mm.
and I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm hurt, I'm just mixed feelings. What is the first thing you would say to me?
Okay, if you're mixed feelings, I'm going to point out the first feeling that is the highest. No, listen, guys.
Exactly.
No, I'm going to point out the first
Okay,
feeling.
wait.
Yes.
Exactly.
No, that's what I want. Ne?
Okay.
You said you would validate their feelings. You said you would point out the feelings. It's all feelings. Me, another reason why sometimes I don't go up to my friends and tell them about my deep issues is because I know already that they're gonna be like, that's so difficult. You must
But
be in
listen,
pain. You
let
must
me
be
even-
hurt.
let me
I am
finish.
tired
But you didn't
of
even
hearing
let me
that.
finish.
No, I know that you mean more.
Uh.
But the first thing that comes into
Okay.
a person's mind and the person starts saying that is what? Validate the feelings or point out the feelings. I know already if we could even do a challenge, I text maybe 3 of my friends. Same sentence, I'm tired. That doesn't even work for me. So when people choose to keep their emotions to themselves, I understand why sometimes.
No, but it.
And that
Even if
person
you keep
choose
it
to bottle
yourself-
up.
No, even if you keep it to yourself and you bottle it up, you don't necessarily, in order to help yourself, you don't need other people.
No.
But listen, it would be a help.
Listen, Michelle, I completely understand where you're coming from, and I agree with it.
Exactly,
Listen,
thank you.
From our angle, we're saying from a point of now at this point you're bottling up your feelings, né? Then it gets to a point where you're upset with your friends now because every time you complain
It's the same thing.
Yeah, so you're upset with your friends. Then at that point it gets to a point when your friends come to you, you're going to go and gossip about their stuff. Now at that point, that's what we're saying. But that's what we're saying when a person bottles up their emotion and then they start hurting people by choice, but because of hurt, not because they want to hurt.
I feel like the hurt. Do you think it would be emotional damage or like physical?
It's okay. It's kind of, if somebody, they know they're toxic, they know they're not good for other people because they're fucked up, they've gone through shit.
Yeah.
They see this healthy person that deals with their problems properly. They see this person okay. They choose to go and get into a relationship with that person. Né?
Oh yeah.
It was that person's choice to get into the relationship, but you know yourself you're not good for that person. You still went there. Even though if your intention wasn't bad, it's basically giving a loaded gun to a toddler. What's going to happen?
It's gonna go off.
Exactly.
And yeah, it's kind of
You know we're rambling right now. This is an episode.
We are.
no, but guys, remember this is a little bit about us.
Yeah, true, Nay, but I'm just saying.
It's also an introduction, so you shouldn't push it.
Yeah. So you will hear more of this in our episodes. We're going to be releasing.
Oh, so you're just gonna cut it like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not
At
being
least we
mean.
should finish the topic.
What
But
topic?
the thing is, it's topics like that.
Now
that
these
they
topics
grind.
run for hours, dog. You know there's no end to it.
So I feel like we'll have
Y'all understand we're going to get into it. Sorry for cutting you. But I think this will be the end of it for our
Cut of life.
introduction and everything. So thank you for listening if you've made it this far. I don't know if I'm gonna edit it out, probably not. I feel like I need to edit that out. But yeah, please follow I don't know how to do that. One of you
Please follow our Instagram, like our posts, comment, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the notification bell so every time we post you get notified. Check us out on TikTok. We're doing the fun things, the vibes. Make sure that you tune in, follow, share, tell your friend to tell a friend about a friend that knows a friend with a friend and their
and your
friends.
grandmother. They love to
Please.
gossip. The ears
and
of
guys,
our-
we interact with us, ask us questions. We're gonna be accepting guests soon. Cause right now we're starting from the bottom, guys. So you'll be walking the journey
And you were
with us.
clueless, okay?
Yeah, you'll be working the journey with us of starting the So guys, yeah. I was going on about that. We'll be going through this journey together, about how we're going to move around with the social media and the podcasting because we've never done this shit before. And yeah, we want to interact with y'all. So as Michelle said, follow us. We let
I want to put in the description.
Yeah, we'll put the
All the
We'll
links will
put-
be in the description.
Yes,
This is what
sir.
we do. Put it like this.
Down.
YouTubers, guys, this is our thing now.
So yeah, this has
Hi,
been
guys.
Clueless with LMZ because
Yes,
we
sir.
are really, really, really clueless.
Well, that's it. Bye.
Let's go.